meeting to order. I'd like to welcome everyone to the Port Clinton City Council meeting of December 23, 2025 at Port Clinton City Hall in the Linda Hartlab Chambers. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silent reflection for those protecting America.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mayor. Have a seat. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Beth Gilman.
Present.
Margaret Phillips.
Present.
Richard Morgan.
I am here.
Avery Robinson.
Present.
Pat Hovis. Here. Terry Trolley.
Excused?
Kathy King.
Here.
Thank you. Council, you previously received the December 9, 2025 regular meeting minutes. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes?
Madam President, I move to accept the minutes as presented.
Okay, thank you. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Mrs. King. I have a motion by Ms. Phillips, seconded by Mrs. King to approve the December 9, 2025 regular meeting minutes. So all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same sign? Thank you. The minutes are from December 9 are hereby adopted. The chair notes that certification has been made regarding compliance with the rules and notifications of this meeting. We have no guest presentation, no public comment. We'll move on to executive officer reports. Council this evening, there are 3 new ordinance or resolutions. Administration has asked that all 3 be passed on their first readings due to the time being time sensitive. It's ordinance 38-25, 39-25, and 25-11. If there are any questions about those, Mr. Velo, the fire chief is here on the resolution 25-11. He can answer them. And I guess that's all. Oh, and ordinance 37-25. They've asked that be passed on its second reading. And I believe Mr. Velo could answer those questions to that too. So that is all I have. And I just wish everyone a Merry Christmas. The mayor is not with us. Mr. Velo, auditor's report.
Thank you, Madam President. Council, good to be with you this evening, and thank you for the time. Under correspondence, you have the financial report from November of this year. If you, I received no questions, but if you could please approve that tonight, that would be much appreciated. The same with ordinance 37, or current salary ordinances for individuals not covered by collective bargaining agreements expires at the end of the year. If you would pass ordinance 37 as written tonight, that would be much appreciated as well. Ordinance 38 updates and provides authorization for the Uniform Accounting Network, or UAN, participation agreement. Council, please pass it tonight. Retain an emergency clause, and then I believe the clerk has a form for signatures of the board or the council in this case that will allow us to pivot to a more modern and pretty darn cheap financial management and accounting software. Please pass that tonight. Always happy to answer any questions. Ordinance 39-25 was provided to members of council Sunday evening. This amends the appropriations for the fiscal year ending December 31st of this year. Typical exercise where council receives some year-end budget adjustments. Nothing terribly earth-shattering in there. Please, I'll say not earth-shattering. The one thing that I will call attention to is a $150,000 transfer from the general fund to the water fund. We did similar transfers of similar amounts to the fire fund, you'll recall, and the street department as well. This will be the last one, just to the water fund one time. So please pass that this evening. Resolution 25-11. Please pass that in order to meet filing deadlines with the Ottawa County Board of Elections for a new fire levy following the failure of issue 1 at the November 2025 ballot box. I'm happy to defer to Fire Chief if he wants to make any comments about it. Or
How much time do you have?
No, I'm here to
Maybe I'll
answer
do 2
questions.
minutes.
If you guys have any questions at all about the whys, I'll be happy to explain.
That's my only comment about documents and correspondence and legislation. Tonight, Ms. Phillips, I first met you in 1994. I thought Mike was going to be here, so he was going to beat me in the year. But I think I saw you first in 1994 as a freshman at Port Clinton High School. I was urged to stay clear of you.
All of us were.
The gals who were wearing short skirts were definitely told to stay away from you. I didn't wear skirts at the time, but I still stayed clear of you. And I actually think it was Kathy Jo Schweitzer who said, "Look out, everybody." Of you. She was our freshman English teacher. And then I had you as a senior, and I think we read in Hamlet and went through all that fun stuff. I almost thought about bringing, Macbeth. Macbeth. See? I'm glad I didn't bring a Hamlet quote. But I appreciate knowing you for so long. Thank you for volunteering your time and serving on council.
Well, it was nice
It's been a real
having you in
pleasure.
class, and you sat.
And I'm no longer afraid of you, but I appreciate our relationship and our
You remember
camaraderie.
that you sat in the row by the window, and you were toward the back of it. Did you remember that?
Mm,
You were there.
I was. I also got an A in your class. I don't know how frequent that was. But and thank you for being a good neighbor to Mr. Robinson as he gets his feet wet here on council.
He's doing fine. Archie.
Thank you. Does anyone have any questions for Mr. Villalobos?
I will when we come to those things, so. I mean, I can ask questions about individually when they come up, right?
Yes?
Or you can ask them now, it doesn't matter.
I'll do it when they come up, otherwise they'll get all mixed up.
Okay, that's fine.
I had something about 2511. It has an emergency clause, but that's a resolution, right? So we don't have emergency clauses.
This was approved as a form by the law director, so if you would approve it with the emergency clause, that would be appreciated.
I didn't think resolutions have those.
They normally don't.
Okay, that's where I was confused. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
normally they don't, I would say,
Okay. I
but
didn't
she
think
must
it-
have felt the urgency due to the time sensitive to meet all the deadlines for the Board of Elections to add it, but normally they do not.
As long as we're talking about that, what is the deadline?
For the filing,
Yes.
Early February.
February 4th.
early, and there are other steps that need to be done
Yes,
too.
this is
This is
step
just the
one.
first step in the process.
Okay, so if we went all three and we miss it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, treasury report.
Okay, for bed tax, as of today, we're at $346,668.91. Watercraft tax is at $23,236.50, which I believe has been the same for a while. And then rental registration, which is we are now getting registrations for the 2026 season, so that is increasing daily now. We are currently at $33,600.
Okay, thank you. Law director is not with us, safety director is not here, but I believe the clerk has something from her.
Yes. Safety Service Director's report to council on December 23rd, 2025. Revetment project on West Lakeshore Drive is progressing and looks very good. The city is in the process of replacing the heating system at the senior center, which actually is complete now. They did it on Sunday and did the final steps on Monday to get that working. The boiler was completely non-repairable, let's say. So they now have a new boiler. The Christmas tree received a generous donation for ornaments, and the city street department put them up on December 17th with the help of the donators. Is that the right
Donors.
word? Donors? Tell me, is that right, Margaret?
I kind of like donators.
Okay, donators. Okay. Meetings weekly with engineering firms to solidify drawings and plans for our infrastructure and street improvements are ongoing. He swore in an Officer Adams last Friday as a new member of our police department. And thank you to Ms. Phillips for your years of service on council. Enjoy your free time. I wish everyone a joyful holiday season as we look forward to our healthy, productive 2026.
Thank you. City staff reports, Chief Gutman, do you have anything now, or you just want to wait for?
I'll just wait for the questions. Yeah, I don't have anything to report. Thank you.
Thank you. Committee reports, Finance, Ms. Hovis.
Nothing tonight, Madam President?
Safety Services, anything, Ms. Phillips?
No, nothing.
Okay, Economic and Community Development, Ms. Gilman.
Thank you, Madam President. Our next meeting is January 6th at 6 p.m. and we're taking up short-term rentals and what other topics come up.
Okay, thank you. Move on to correspondence. Under correspondence, we have the Fort Clinton Architectural Review Board, November 13, 2025 meeting minutes, Planning Commission / zoning / Board of Zoning Appeals, November 13, 2025 meeting minutes, Finance Committee meeting minutes of December 8, 2025, Economic and Community Development Committee, December 9, 2025 meeting minutes, and financial report for November 2025 provided by Mrs. Belo, or Mr. Belo, sorry.
Madam President?
Yes.
I move we accept the financial report November 2025 provided by Mr. Velo.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. Mr. Robinson? So I have a motion by Mrs. Gilman, seconded by Mr. Robinson to approve the financial reports. All in favor, for November 2025. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same sign? Okay, the financial reports are approved. Does council wish to take any further action as to the correspondence?
Madam President, I move that the correspondence as listed be approved in lot.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Robinson. I have a motion by Ms. Phillips, seconded by Mr. Robinson to approve the correspondence as stated. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same sign. Thank you. The correspondence are hereby approved. We're going to move on to readings of ordinances and resolutions. We have nothing under third readings. Under second reading, would the clerk please read by title and summary only ordinance 36-25.
Ordinance number 36-25, an ordinance authorizing and directing the Director of Safety and Service to prepare and submit applications as may be required for planning, design, or construction of the water meter replacement improvements, water and sanitary sewer infrastructure improvements, Lakeshore Drive, State Road 163 revetment improvements, Brooklyn Street sanitary pump station, rehabilitation improvements, Harry Monroe Harrison improvements, elevated water tank base improvements, wastewater treatment plant pump and heat or air exchange unit improvements, Laurel Avenue reconstruction, sanitary sewer and storm sewer improvements, lead service line inventory and lead service line replacement infrastructure improvements to the Ohio Water Development Authority, OWDA, Ohio Environmental Protection Agency, OEPA, Ohio Department of Development, ODOD Community Development Block Grant, CDBG, Water Pollution Control Loan Fund, WPCLF, Water Supply Revolving Loan Account, WSRLA, Ohio Public Works Commission, OPWC, and Ohio Department of Transportation State Infrastructure Banks, SIB, and any other funding sources or programs that become available, and to execute application documents for the funding sources as required, and to execute contracts for planning, design, and construction phases, and declaring an emergency.
Does council wish to take any action as to ordinance 36-25 this evening? Seeing none, ordinance 36-25 will be moved to its third reading at the next regularly scheduled council meeting on January 13, 2026. Would the clerk please read by title and summary only ordinance 37-25?
Ordinance number 37-25, an ordinance revising and fixing the salary ranges of certain employment positions not covered by collective bargaining agreement and declaring an emergency.
Thank you. Does council wish to take any action as to ordinance 37-25?
Madam President, I move we waive the 3 required readings for ordinance 37-25.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Ms. Hovis. Any discussion? Okay, I have a motion by Mrs. Gilman, seconded by Mrs. Hovis to waive the 3 required readings as to ordinance 37-25. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Margaret Phillips,
Yes.
Richard Morgan,
Yes.
Kathy King,
Yes.
Avery Robinson,
Yes.
Beth Gilman,
Yes.
Pat Hovis.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries by a vote of 6-0. The 3 required readings are hereby waived. Does council, as to ordinance 37-25, does council wish to take any further action as to ordinance 37-25?
Madam President,
Mrs. Gilman.
I move we retain the emergency clause for ordinance 37-25.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Ms. Hovis. Any discussion? I have a motion by Mrs. Gilman, seconded by Mrs. Hovis, to retain the emergency clause as to ordinance 37-25. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Avery Robinson,
Yes.
Margaret Phillips,
Yes.
Kathy King,
Yes.
Richard Morgan,
Yeah.
Pat Hovis.
Yes.
Beth Gilman.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries by a vote of 6-0. The emergency clause is hereby retained as to ordinance 37-25. Does council wish to take any further action as to ordinance 37-25?
Madam President, I move we adopt ordinance 37-25.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Ms. Hovis. Any discussion? I have a motion by Mrs. Gilman, seconded by Mrs. Hovis, to adopt ordinance 37-25. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Kathy King,
Yes.
Avery Robinson,
Yes.
Pat Hovis,
Yes.
Beth Gilman,
Yes.
Margaret Phillips.
Yes.
Richard Morgan.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries by a vote of 6-0. Ordinance 37-25 is hereby adopted. Moving on to first readings. Will the clerk please read by title and summary only, ordinance 38-25?
Ordinance number 38-25, an ordinance approving the Uniform Accounting Network, UAN, participation agreement and authorizing and directing the auditor to execute all necessary documentation with the Auditor of State to implement the UAN financial management and accounting system for the city of Port Clinton and declaring an emergency.
Thank you. Does council wish to take any action as to ordinance 38-25?
Madam President,
Mrs. Hovis.
I move that we waive the three required readings.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Mrs. King. Any discussion?
Yeah. I'm not sure how much I can ask on this, but this is something new, correct? We've never had before, or is this a renewal of something?
You're on ordinance 39?
38.25.
now.
Oh, 38. No, council regularly acts on salary ranges for all posted
Next one.
employees.
No, that was the other one.
No.
Oh,
You,
I'm-
UAN.
You-
This is the new
oh,
account
sorry,
software.
thank you. Yes, it's him.
Okay, and what did we use before?
An ancient system, it's electronic. She can show you what some of the printouts look like. It's like MS-DOS printouts. It's called eGov by a company called Software Solutions Incorporated.
Okay, and this is the software you use or she uses?
No, the auditor's office would use that
Okay.
for budgetary checks and payroll checks.
And this costs us, correct?
Yes,
But you think,
minimal.
you think
cost.
it's reasonable? My
Well, I know it's minimal cost. It's much less, and I think the agreement, Sandy, if you have the agreement, I think it's,
Unfortunately, it didn't print, so I didn't.
okay.
I got distracted.
I think the cost is $3,000 a year, reduction of about $30,000 a year just to operate the system.
My question is, and you know my question is, why are we waiving three readings and why is there emergency here? It says emergency
Because
measures,
pertaining,
public peace, health, and safety. Seems a little extreme, but why does this have to be now?
because this, as I wrote my email to you when it was distributed, oh, actually, I think the clerk shared it with you. We just received approval to move forward at the beginning of December 11th, I believe it was, and it's sent it across. And they scheduled training for a great time of year, December 29th and December 30th. The intent to implement and go live January 1. So that was why.
Okay, so if we don't do this, we'd have to wait till February, March, April. Can we start mid-year?
They do, it's usually preferred so that it goes live starting January 1, so all transactions are recorded on the new system.
Okay,
So that's why.
okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Okay, does anyone else have any questions? Okay, I have a motion by Mrs. Hovis, second by Mrs. King, to waive the three required readings as to ordinance 38-25. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Richard Morgan,
Yes.
Margaret Phillips.
Yes.
Avery Robinson,
Yes.
Pat Hovis.
Yes.
Kathy King.
Yes.
Beth Gilman.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries by a vote of 6-0. The three required readings are hereby waived. Does council wish to take any further action as to ordinance 38-25?
Madam President, I move to retain the emergency clause.
Thank you. Thank you. Mrs. King. Any discussion? We have a motion by Mrs. Hovis, second by Mrs. King, to retain the emergency clause as to ordinance 38-25. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Beth Gilman,
Yes.
Margaret Phillips.
Yes.
Avery Robinson,
Yes.
Kathy King.
Yes.
Richard Morgan,
Yes.
Pat Hovis.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries by a vote of 6-0. The emergency clause is hereby retained. Does council wish to take any further action as to ordinance 38-25?
Madam President, I move to adopt ordinance 38-25.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Mrs. King. Any discussion? Okay, I have a motion by Mrs. Hovis, seconded by Mrs. King to adopt ordinance 38-25. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Mark Phillips,
Yes.
Richard Morgan,
Yes.
Ava Robinson,
Yes.
Pat Hovis,
Yes.
Beth Gilman,
Yes.
Kathy King.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries by a vote of 6-0. Ordinance 38-25 is hereby adopted. Will the clerk please read by title and summary only ordinance 39-25?
Ordinance number 39-25, an ordinance amending appropriations for the fiscal year ending on December 31st, 2025.
Thank you. Does council wish to take any action as to ordinance 39-25?
Madam President, I move that we waive the three required readings for ordinance 39-25.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Robinson. Any discussion? Okay, I have a motion by Ms. Hovis, seconded by Mr. Robinson, to waive the three required readings as to ordinance 39-25. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Beth Gilman,
Yes.
Richard Morgan,
Yeah.
Kathy King,
Yes.
Margaret Phillips.
Yes.
Avery Robinson,
Yes.
Pat Hovis.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries by a vote of 6-0. The three required readings are hereby waived as to ordinance 39-25. Does council wish to take any further action as to ordinance 39-25?
Madam President, I move we adopt ordinance 39-25.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Robinson. Any discussion? We have a motion by Ms. Hovis, seconded by Mr. Robinson to adopt ordinance 39-25. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Pat Hovis,
Yes.
Kathy King,
Yes.
Beth Gilman,
Yes.
Margaret Phillips.
Yes.
Richard Morgan,
Yes.
Avery Robinson.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries by a vote of 6-0. Ordinance 39-25 is hereby adopted. Will the clerk please read by title and summary only, resolution 25-11?
Resolution 25-11, a resolution declaring it necessary to levy a new 3.9 mil property tax levy pursuant to section 5705.19I of the revised code, and requesting that the Ottawa County Auditor to certify the total current tax valuation of the city and the dollar amount of revenue that would be generated by the new property tax levy and declaring an emergency.
Thank you. Does council wish to take any action as to resolution 25-11?
Madam President, I make a motion we waive the three required readings for resolution 25-11.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Robinson. Any discussion? I have a motion by Ms. Hovis, seconded by Mr. Robinson, to waive the three required readings as to resolution 25-11. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Pat Hovis,
Yes.
Kathy King,
Yes.
Margaret Phillips.
Yes.
Richard Morgan,
Yes.
Beth Gilman,
Yes.
Avery Robinson.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries by a vote of 6-0. The three required readings as to resolution 25-11 are hereby waived. Does council wish to take any further action as to resolution 25-11?
Madam President, I move to retain the emergency clause.
Thank you. Do I have a second? Thank you, Mr. Robinson. Any discussion? Okay, I have a motion by Ms. Solis, seconded by Mr. Robinson, to retain the emergency clause as to resolution 25-11. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Kathy King,
Yes.
Beth Gilman,
Yes.
Margaret Phillips,
Yes.
Avery Robinson, Pat Hovis,
Yes.
Richard Morgan.
Yep.
Thank you. Motion carries by a vote of 6-0. Resolution, the emergency clause here as to resolution 25-11 is hereby retained. Does council wish to take any further action as to resolution 25-11?
Madam President, I move to adopt resolution 25-11.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Robinson. Any discussion?
Okay, yeah, I have a question. Chief, this will go on the May
Yeah.
ballot, correct?
Correct.
And this is necessary because of November, correct?
Well, our current levy is up this year, so we have nothing coming up in the future.
Okay,
The current levy that we're operating under was formed in 2006 for a department with an average.
how many mills was that?
It was at the time 1.9, but because of depreciation and cost rise, I think it's at
Right.
like 1 right now.
Okay, and this, because I know we do a lot of things for other parts of the county, right?
Mhm.
And is that what's causing this? Or is just regular inflation just needed because you haven't had one since 2006?
Correct, yeah. That was based off an operating budget of $80,000. This was a full volunteer department. Now that 80,000 doesn't cover one of our 13 full-time members. And we're still running off the same budget as 2006.
And this isn't a complaint by any means, but why aren't we a volunteer anymore?
Back in 2019, EMS left Port Clinton. And the cost in order to do EMS service, like to bring in a third-party agency, would have required us to go to the public at that time to support it. It was something about $500,000 or $600,000 a year would have been the cost for us to pay for another agency to do EMS. So instead of going to the voters, we just created ours, and we've been able to survive from now until then. But that's been 6 years of depreciation, and also back then we had 45 volunteers. We're now down to 14. So we have to offset that lack of volunteer by just hiring part-time positions, full-time positions, which then drives more cost because you're not paying volunteer wages.
So if we had more volunteers, but we just don't, that's the problem.
No, nobody in the nation does. It's across. This is not isolated to Port Clinton. This
No,
is a
I'm not-
nationwide.
I'm not surprised.
Um,
So before 2019, the EMS wasn't run by Port Clinton?
no, it was North Central EMS.
Okay, but now it's us, and we do us and Marblehead, and we do...
We cover Port Clinton, Catawba, Bay, Portage for EMS coverage.
Okay, so most of Ottawa County?
The
Well,
east
this-
end, yeah.
This half of it?
Yeah,
Okay,
most of it.
thank you.
Okay, any other questions? Okay.
Mr. Morgan, Madam President, if I could, the other jurisdiction is the townships pay the city for that service, so they're not getting it for free. It's
No,
not
I-
directly tied to a need this, but raising revenue for the services is very important. And I'll give Chief Gutman credit, his first 2 years when he was on board, his salary and benefits were completely covered by a state grant that expired at the end of last year.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that contributes to need to replace revenue and expand going
No,
forward.
I have no problem, honestly, I think our fire department is, I think most people are proud of what they do, you know, so that, I have no problem with that, thank you.
And it is fire and EMS. It's a
Yes,
combined, so-
exactly, right, yeah. right.
So, yeah, and the EMS, which the chief said, council, when I was on at that point, decided, not council, but the fire department decided to form their own EMS because the cost
Right.
was far too much to have outside.
A good move, I think.
Yeah. We've done everything
And the-
we can. I
Yeah,
mean,
No,
and the
I-
response.
I know of
time
one
to-
other department in Ohio that does interfacility transports. We do that for Magruder because that soft billing helps keep us afloat.
No,
So
I-
we've done everything we can up until this point, but there's just no more funds.
Just asking questions, I'm not
No,
telling you.
yeah.
And the response time for this squad now is much quicker than what it was when you had to wait.
Hopefully I won't find that out.
Yes.
But I'm old now, so I don't know.
Okay, thank you. I have a motion by Mrs. Hovis, seconded by Mr. Robinson to adopt resolution 25-11. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Kathy King.
Yes.
David Robinson.
Yes.
Margaret Phillips.
Yes.
Beth Billman.
Yes.
Richard Morgan.
Yep.
Pat Holmes.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries by a vote of 6-0. Resolution 25-11 is hereby adopted. We'll move on to business from the floor. Ms. Morgan?
Yeah, since I'm always complaining about beach rocks, I did call Federal Coastal Management and talked to them, and nobody knows the answer. They referred me to Army Corps of Engineers, and I got with them, and nobody knows the answer, but they're all looking at things. I might have mentioned that, but I didn't think I mentioned it on the record before. So I'm expecting any day now a call.
Okay.
The trouble is, they don't know. People swear those rocks are there, that they were just added. Other people swear, no, they're naturally occurring, and neither of these groups really know. So I think it's a combination of both. If it's naturally occurring, it is what it is. So, all right.
Thank you. Mr. Robinson?
Madam President, I move to authorize the chief to solicit requests for qualifications and contract for planning services related to the active transportation grant.
Okay. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you. Any discussion?
Madam President?
Yes.
I'm happy to offer just the comments here. Council will recall that the city was selected by nationwide competition to receive a $100,000 planning grant by the U.S. Department of Transportation. This is the next step in that We received positive indications from Department of Transportation that this will actually happen. Apparently, the new Transportation Secretary has already approved the program to not be killed, and individual projects, all of them, I think there are only 20 or so, a small handful nationwide, will be funded. So we expect to see a contract end of February, early March. It's the city's preference and that of the project partners to go ahead and request for qualifications from interested firms to do the work. The $100,000 of free federal money and a little bit of cost share from the three partners, the Park District of Ottawa County, the City of Port Clinton, and Greater Sandusky Partnership. So if you all would approve Mr. Robinson's motion, we could get that process started sooner than later and hopefully execute on the grant within 12 months and have zero risk of it potentially going away in the future, thanks to Washington.
And what is this for?
This is the Sandusky Bay Pathway Extension
Okay, correct.
over Bay Bridge, including Bay Bridge.
I'd love to see how that works.
Okay.
Me too.
Does anyone else
Vote
have any
yes.
questions? Okay, I have a motion by Mr. Robinson, seconded by Mrs. King, for council to authorize city administration to advertise for requests for qualifications and to enter into contract for planning services to implement the City of Port Clinton active transportation grants. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Pat Hovis.
Yes.
Kathy King.
Yes.
Margaret Phillips.
Yes.
Beth Gilman.
Yes.
Richard Morgan.
Yes.
Amy Robinson.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries by a vote of 6-0. Ms. Hovis? Do you have anything this evening? Oh, do I need to, okay. We're on business from the floor.
I'm sorry.
Oh, well, we just did that motion. We're doing business from the floor. So I was just asking you if you had anything for this evening. Okay. Like, Mrs. King.
Well, I do want to say, I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas. You just took me by
Yeah, I mean, I also want to wish everyone a happy holiday, and like, I'm very sad to see you go, Margaret. I loved working with you. You were one of my favorite teachers in high school as well. I knew you a little bit before Gabe, but not as long as the mayor, because he's older. So, you know, I just really appreciate you, and good luck. Enjoy your time.
Thank you. Mrs. Gilman?
I have something to say and then I have something to add. I know Ms. Phillips just a little bit longer than Gabe, and Mike has me on 1 year, but I thank you for your service and for always being there answering questions, all the knowledge you've given us. I will continue to call you Ms. Phillips. I have a really hard time saying Margaret. I don't think that'll ever go away.
It took her 4 years.
Even though you insist on it, I just can't do it. So, and I too was afraid of you in the hallways, and we all knew where your room was and where not to walk. And but you were one of the great teachers, had an impact, and people still talk about it. So that speaks volumes. Thank you for that. And Madam President, I move to extend 1 year the city contract with your public services for residential curbside pickup through 2026.
Okay. I'll second. Thank you. Any discussion?
And if Gabe or someone could speak to, you know, why we're doing it this way with your public services, I know it's come up multiple times with this.
Yeah, I have in front of me the email communication that related to you, authored by the law director. I can give you the short version for the public. The short version would be the current rate for street side residential trash pickup is $24.40. They're offering, with a 1 year extension as proposed in the motion, rate of $22.90. So a reduction, minimal, but a reduction nonetheless. They would also offer composting services, street side, pick up yard waste, brush, leaves, etc. for composting that would be available, not currently available now. Apparently they're the only ones that could provide that. That would be available for a $10 option on top of the bill. So, if anyone has any further questions, I'm happy to recite the email message from the law director who goes into a bit more of the history and why the law director and the safety service director and mayor are recommending this kind of thing.
Thank you, Mr. Lee.
Sure.
Any other questions? I have a motion by Mrs. Gilman, seconded by Ms. Phillips to extend for 1 year to the city contract with Republic Services for residential curbside pickup through 2026. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Margaret Phillips.
Yes.
Beth Gilman.
Yes.
Richard Morgan.
Yes.
Avery Robinson.
Yes.
Pat Hovis. Yes. Kathy King.
No.
Motion carries by a vote of 5-1. So the last business from the floor, I'll start before we let you go. When I first started on council, back in 2014, Ms. Phillips took me under her wing. I was on, at that time, it was called Law, Rules, and Ordinances for the Safety Service Committee. So she's been of great help and has given everybody advice and has a lot, is very knowledgeable. So, well, go on in. Come on in.
Could everybody move to the set over so people can sit, please?
That's my sister. And my niece, my great niece, great niece, great nephew, great nephew.
There's more seating on this side. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Michelle Block.
They're still up.
So, from council, they'd like to present you.
Thank you.
So, Ms. Phillips, do you have anything for this evening?
Well, if you're gonna be in this country, and I'm first generation, if it were later on, I might be thrown out because my father was not born here, no one was born here, I'm first generation, remember that. They did tell us that whatever we do, we have to make sure that we participate, and that's why I am here. I never thought I'd be running for this, didn't plan on it, but they said, we need you to do this now, and so I joined. I said I would do it, and I was elected 3 more times. I'm too old to go any further. You have to have older people working with younger people and middle-aged. What are you looking at?
You're not there yet.
Yeah, right, because otherwise you're stale. You have to get up and do it. So if you're going to complain about anything, you better have voted in the last election. Absolutely, positively. And I came on in 2013 thinking I would just, do 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. And here we are, 12 years later. You all can do it. This isn't too bad. You learn how to do things. Everybody makes a mistake. We do that all the time. But accept your mistake and move forward. Right, Mr. Belo?
Yes, ma'am.
It has been fun, and it's time for me to leave. That's all there is. It is, and we have my former student over in the corner, who is now the next 3rd Ward person. So I appreciate for all of you that have helped me. Hope I have helped people in the way, but not out. I need to do that quietly, and that's why I met with a lot of people individually rather than as a group here, because nobody wants to be embarrassed in public, right? I took Kathy to Stratford.
Yep, that's fun.
That was one of her best trips, she said. And I hooked all those kids all the way to Stratford for 4 days, I think it was. We were out there. We actually
John wants to go back this year, John Carter. She and I, we're gonna go back this summer to Stratford.
Good, good. See, and if you stay home and do nothing, you do nothing. Get out and do things. That's what I say, and that's all I have to say. Thank
Well,
you.
thank you. Thank
And taking this with me.
Yes.
Margaret, it's been a joy working with you. I did not have you for English. I had you for mythology, which I never thought I'd like and I love. However, in my time of 5 years being council clerk here, you have taught me how to write properly. And I want to thank you personally because did you not only correct me, you told me why and what the reason for it was. Not just to mark it off and tell me this is the right word. You had an explanation and you taught me. And now, in the last 2 years, I don't get corrections. And I'm so happy. So it only took me 3 years to figure it out. So I thank you very much and it's been a pleasure working with you.
Thanks to all of you, and it was working. Sometimes the secretaries are better off not asking questions, but you always did, and if I pointed out something, it was fine.
Well, we're still learning every single day.
Yeah, and now I don't have to write out those long responses.
Nope, she does.
Correct usage, we did it all. But thank you, and I'm sure this group will continue on because you are a variety of ages. And the oldest one is going. I don't know who's next in line. Is that you,
I
Mr.
think it's
Morgan?
Mr. Morgan.
I mean, they talk about, I was so old, I was teaching when I was there. What year did you start teaching in Port Clinton?
In Port Clinton, 69, but I had 5 years in before that. So, and, you know, I'm way older than you, so you have to do a good job at being old on council.
Okay.
Gotta have humor.
Yes, you do, yes, you do. Thank you. And so everyone knows there are refreshments in the next room, and everyone is more than welcome to stay.
And cookies.
And cookies, yeah. So seeing no further business, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Madam President, I move this August body adjourn.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Mrs. King. I have a motion by Ms. Phillips, second by Mrs. King to adjourn. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same sign. Thank you. We are adjourned.
I will go open the council chamber, or on the other side, I'll open the door. Excuse me, sorry. Oh, sure, I said 30. Can I leave this here? Of course you may.
I got over that,
If you read,
I did read it.
but we, I mean, I understand you're like, we're like,
No, I understand. I would rather disagree with that.
but I don't.
That's about, we're similar.
Yeah, they do. It's like 24, like,
Finally getting you a handle on it, huh?
dollars pretty much, yeah. They did have a
Big welcome change. I'm sure Rachel's. It will make life easier. Yeah.
You could get a cookie.
There are actually
I don't want to be in.
Oh, I bet. And Brad.
Do they cut
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, nothing like, okay, we're ready. You guys ready? Let's go, yeah. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
So yeah, so you might get a little. Yeah, I kind of brought me a dumpster too.
We've been talking about this for a year. We passed it, whatever. Well, I understand, but like, we were in that spot in December of last year. Well,
You can all come follow me. The refreshments are in the next room over.
Hey, how you doing? You got tobacco.
well, I don't want that, I just wanted to bring over. But I don't
Now you're lying.
Oh, I mean, I'm gonna like bring it
I
over.
don't think she's even gonna go there. We used to have
I probably would have voted yes if it were. But I just
I
wanted
want
to
to say congratulations on returning, Michelle. Oh, so I get to at least meet you for your life. Good. Thank you for your service. I know how time consuming. Oh, okay.
I didn't know you were that short.
My job.